Hello, hello, beautiful person watching this. I am so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 Ironclad run. Lately, as I've been playing the game for improvement and for fun, I've been recording my runs, and when I win, I upload them with some commentary and some general discussion about this beautiful game that we play. Here we are at Niao. Contemplating the whale bonus. I took a RAM card and got offered trash, so I take a clash. Clash, more like belongs in the trash, right? And so at the beginning of this run started, I record my runs just in case, but as soon as I picked this clash, my brain was off and I was expecting to lose already. And I didn't, so that's cool. So yeah, definitely played this run very quickly without much consideration involved. Clash is cooking so far, by the way. That was a very good performance. I find a whirlwind. Whirlwind is fun, and it's an attack, synergizes with the clash. Strike, 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 the jawworm. So yeah, a significant part of what makes Clash bad on a high ascension is actually the curse, like when you draw them together in the early game. It's so... because like the only reason you really want Clash is like the first few floors. And then after that you don't need the damage that much. Maybe you kill Gremlin Knob with it and you're like, alright, I'm good. And even then, and you have just some random chance of, you know, it being a disaster. Upgrade Whirlwind. I'm funny. We get a crazy hand. Oh my god. Camera. There we go. What just happened? So, we're back. Production quality, production quality. And yeah, I get to play Clash again. Clash is cooking. Look at it go. Take a headbutt because it's like the best card here, I guess. And Preserved Insect. Very good relic. To find in Act 1. Basically makes Act 2 so much easier. The elites are so spooky. The thing about the Act 3 elites is, like, for all of them, you need to kill them pretty quickly. You need to have very good, like, upfront damage. So just having them all have so much less health actually matters so much. Find ceramic fish. I took the key, or I took the boot rather, instead of the key. And that was a bit questionable. I see him against Slimbo, so I heal. Another chest, and it's a Juicy Bracelet. So 3 of the worst relics in the game in a row. Not complaining, but it is funny. Snap pick membership card. What a bargain. I have a perfect goal to buy Master of Strategy, but there's a Fire Breathing and I'm about to go into Slime Boss with a Clash in my deck. So I take the Fire Breathing. And then I'm like, wait, every single card in my deck is trash except Flame Barrier. So I upgrade Flame Barrier so I can actually block. Clash is cooking again. What a strong opener. I consider playing Whirlwind, which does 1 less damage than Headbutt. But then I'm like, I could use one of these cards. Could draw uppercuts and then go like uppercut, strike, anger. Don't draw the uppercut, unfortunately. But I draw Fire Breathing then instead. And I can play it. And yeah, Fire Breathing pretty comfortably solves this fight. I could have upgraded the Fire Breathing instead of Flame Barrier, but I was convinced unupgraded would be good enough. Get to play Clash again. And I have a Snecko potion. This is very awkward health totals that they have. I would probably live without doing this, but draw the slimes this turn, because Snecko is pretty, not great. It can be good if you like high roll, but just that feeling of knowing it could all go wrong when you click it is so bad. Only potion that you don't know really what it's going to do when you play it. So I'm looking at these cards. I take Demon Form, because Barricade and Juggernaut are really bad here. I don't have any block at all. I have Flame Barrier. And yeah, it's Runic Cube or Runic Dome. I don't want any of those. I take a Choker. Choker, of course, kind of prevents you from playing a lot of cards in one turn, doing the Corruption Dark Embrace thing, doing the Infinite thing. We are only playing 6 cards a turn for the rest of the run, maximum. And after selecting Demon Form, that becomes a lot more reasonable. You just play Demon Form and then wait for it to do its thing, and then kill. We'll love to find a Reaper. Love to find a Feed. One of those runs. Can't even play Demon Form. Clash is unplayable. The Curse making it unplayable. A solid example of... that was lethal, no? No, the other strike wasn't upgraded. A classic example of being on high ascension being worse. It's almost like the game's supposed to be harder or something. Look at these cards. Could have taken Armaments if I didn't. I'd take a Rage, yeah, that makes sense. Sure. Orrery is here, I take it. That Impervious looks pretty good. Shockwave is good. Fiona Pain was also good, but don't have a lot of exhaust yet, you know, at all, really. There's also Seeing Red. I could use some energy. Just a little. And then the other cards. Could take a Bloodletting as well, but I probably should have. I have Whirlwind as well. In hindsight, that is a mistake. Should have taken Whirlwind. I mean, Bloodletting. This should have been Clash. No idea why I didn't remove Clash. And I found Bloody Idol. Huge part of winning this. Not only does it heal you whenever you get gold, naturally, but I have Ceramic Fish, the combo. So every time I take a card, I will gain 9 gold from Ceramic Fish, and then I will heal from Bloody Idol. It's amazing. And so yeah, no matter how badly I play this run, as long as I don't play it so badly, then I will just regen after every fight. Yeah, definitely autopilot kind of run here. I Shockwave over Demon Form because it also blocks for a lot. Can't play Clash, of course. And it was Whirlwind Waiting Room, of course. Don't need any of these cards. Havoc is consideration, I guess, but Havoc basically is playing 2 cards with 1 card, which takes up the Velvet Choker. And I also find Bottle Flame, so I think I've seen all the worst relics pretty much. But I do actually take it because I have Whirlwind. So there's a bit of a tangent I can go on about relics. I think a lot of people, you know, newer people. I'm definitely not amazing at this game, but compared to someone who is not on Ascension 20, I will probably seem very good. And I have something to offer for sure to those people. Some people will consider taking every single relic no matter what, without really thinking, like, oh, I'm being offered a relic, it has to be good for me, sort of thing. But there are several relics that are actually strictly negative for you to have. And if you don't think about it, then you just take the relic and suddenly you're sad. You don't have to take the relic. Even if it's not against blue key and it's just on the ground, you don't have to take the relic. And it's not necessarily a mistake skipping a relic. And yeah, Bottled Flame is an example of one that's very commonly, like, even if it's against nothing, you skip it because it actually makes your deck worse. Making an attack innate is generally not good because it doesn't, you know, skills or attacks generally don't draw cards or give you energy to keep going, etc. Ironclad is a bit of a unique one where you have Whirlwind. But other than that, pretty rare that you actually want it. And I also keyed a Juzu Bracelet earlier. That isn't really a downside, but it's also not really an upside either. Depending on the deck you're playing, maybe you want hallway fights more often from question marks because you have feed, or you have White Bee statue giving you a potion every fight, or something like that. Or you have Ceramic Fish and Bloody Idol, where every single hallway fight is actually healing you for 10 if you take a card. And a card reward's great, of course. So yeah, you could consider that that really doesn't do anything. Also Shovel, if you are still able to upgrade and or you need to rest. Taking Shovel is bad because it doesn't do anything if you're not digging. It just gives you the option to dig. Of course, if Shovel is dropped from an elite, you can always take the Shovel. It's no downside in having it. But if it's against blue key, you might want to skip it. So here they have a little bit too much health. Whirlwind's doing 8 times 4. Now it's doing 10 times 4 instead, and it kills the outsiders there. Can't play Shockwave. Would only do 30 damage. Matryoshka is here. Also bad. It's only going to go off once. And then, like, what that's basically saying is, I get the relic I'm supposed to have right now in, like, half an act from now. It's better to just have the relic right now. But yeah, definitely not complaining about my relic bar this run. I have Preserved Insect, Bloody Idol, Ceramic Fish, so that's really, really good. And, Orrery was a good buy, Sundial's fine, Eternal Feather's fine. Even Bottled Flame on the Whirlwind is fine. Membership card was great, of course, as well. Jar Whirlwind. Yeah, they're going to take rares. The little guys always take rares over uncommons, so no need to worry about my Whirlwind. Get my rares back. And I'm hoping to draw Impervious on the turn that he Hyper Beams me here. That would be good. I think I can outblock it sometimes if I don't, but who knows? If I played Rage and then like 4 attacks, I would have been at 56. Yeah, I would have died. But I could have drawn Defends or whatever, Flame Barrier. Assuming my deck was drawn in the right order. So it worked out. Bit of a dicey fight, but got there. And we get a feed. I'm at 68 max life. I really would love having some max life here. And we also get a Snecko Eye. Boy, is this Anger and Clash really bad. As if they weren't already. But yeah. Now my plan is to feed as much as I can, while not dying in the process. Uppercut to weaken, of course. We get to Clash, huge. This is the luckiest Snecko I've ever had, by the way. I said that in my last video, but this is actually the luckiest Snecko I've ever had. The amount of zeros I rolled were crazy. Fight a boss from Act 1. That was basically 2,000 gold right there. That's a bit overkill. I already have basically 700 in a store. Limit break. I play my full 6 cards. So efficient. Bit of an awkward turn here. I would love to play this Shockwave, but then if I do, all I can do is Impervious. And I should have gone for the feed here. I don't know why I did that. I think I just forgore in the moment. I forgore. Very sad. Gotta play that demon form. Darklings can be a bit weird. They can do a lot of damage. But Shockwave plus Impervious, great draws. Look at that hand. Do I even have Snecko Eye? Can't play the Clash though, of course. Do I draw the feed? I do not. Okay, right here I could have probably just passed with Limit Break and then go for the feed. Could be a bit sus if I draw like a bunch of really high cost stuff, but worth trying I think when I have the insane regen that I do. I was being a bit too cautious here and or not thinking enough. Get to Limit Break, it's always fun. Don't let your bias, confirmation bias, get you. There was definitely times where Limit Break cost 3 as well. I remember. Sadly can't kill this turn. This does 116, and then feed doesn't quite get there. Taking a whopping 30. Could kill, but I'm going for the feed, of course. And I'm not being attacked, so I can chill yet again. And we just get there. Play the Limit Break, of course. I am a human being after all. Get a shop. Pretty ugly shop. Ancient Tea Set and Strike Dummy are not relics here. So I take the Abacus. At least it blocks sometimes. And there's another shop up there, so I don't feel the need to spend like a lot here. I remove Anger over Clash. They're both really bad, so that's fine, but there's just something about the Clash still being in this deck that is bothering me in hindsight. Clash has no business surviving this long, but it's for the fans. Who doesn't love Clash? I think of Clash as like the Claw from Defect, but for Ironclad. One of those cards that's like, it's so bad, well, people want it to work. Claw actually has some applications though. Like, you can build a Claw deck. It's not like unplayable in a lot of situations. It's just kind of weak overall. But it has that same vibe from the fans of the game, where it's like when they see it, they want it to be picked, etc. Also, Clash unplayable again, of course. Do I even have to mention it? Found a Tungsten Rod, by the way, at some point. That was really good. Happy about that. This deck actually takes damage. So I go left, instead of getting the upgrade from the campfire, and instead I get an upgrade from the question mark. Pretty much 0 good upgrades there. Pendant Incense Burner is a decent chest. Take some cards here. Exhume, Impervious are there. My rare chance must be so high right now. I got 3 rares in this shop. So I haven't seen a rare from a card award in a while, I think, is that how that works. Which also means I'm almost certainly getting a rare from this elite, if I am right about that. So I play the Strength Pot. I want to be able to play a Demon Form and kill the ads with Whirlwind. See, like, the only really bad hit here is on that Clash and Impervious, but Impervious is good even at 3. And Clash was unplayable anyway, so the fact that that got the bad mana cost is actually good. It tanked the hit. I have Letter Opener, so I actually do get to kill one of these. And then I probably choose not to play Impervious because it only blocks for 3 and I can save it for later. Impervious actually only blocks for 2. And yeah, I get to block here, Impervious. See, these Imperviouses, Impervii were quite good in this run. Definitely liked them. Really good with Vow Choker. Really good with Snecko Eye. Really good when you have like no other way to block. It's Apparition at home. Mom, can we have Apparition? We got Apparition at home. Apparition at home, : Image of Impervious. That's a meme right there. And I wait for the feed. Unfortunately, puts Incense Burner on the wrong number, but such is life. It's worth it. It is worth it. I'm not really, I don't feel like I'm in danger of dying. If you needed the Incense Burner on 5, then it's reasonable. But you shouldn't need it with this kind of deck. So the Transient, our goal is to simply do enough damage to full block each turn. It can be a bit tough without Demon Form in play, so this is actually kind of spooky. And that's a bad hand at a very bad time. So even though this Snecko Eye has been very good overall, this is a rough time to low roll. But I did draw Flame Barrier Impervious, so it bails me out. I can feed here to just get it out. There's no way I'm feeding on the Transient in this run. And Demon Form costs 0 now. Thank goodness. Everything costs 0. Holy moly. I even get to play Clash. Oh no, I don't. Wait, I could have just played Whirlwind, but I took like 30 damage to try to play Clash, and then I forgot that I had Vow Choker. That was actually so funny. I don't even remember that. I must have like blocked that out. Also a really bad hand here. And Impervious is here again. I have the boot. I think the boot's up to like 5 damage this run now. It's pretty good. Did I not play Strike there? Can't remember. Yeah, I mean, Sundial, like, this is just a very, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Attritional deck. Like, you know, I slowly gain my strength, and I accumulate some block with Abacus here and there, get some energy with Sundial here and there, get an Incense Burner proc here and there. And then I heal it all up a little bit at a time after the fights. Didn't feed there, just whirlwinded and killed. I'm going fast. This is 24 minutes, and I'm at Act 3 boss. I was not using my brain in this run. I was just clicking and go, go, go. Comment below what you think about me not using my brain at all in this run. Like, I don't even think this was a high roll either, like, overall. Was it? I got a membership card and I got Ceramic Fish Bloody Idol. That's the really high roll part. The rest of it is, like, just whatever, honestly. Doing Demon Form Limit Break with, like, almost no block. But I have the Imperviouses. I can't get over how important they were. Impervious is usually, like, good, but not, this is the reason I won the run kind of thing. Should have used that potion first, because Whirlwind would have played for 4 instead of 1. And Exhumed for my Imperviouses, Impervii. Get a Pendant charge, does 108, so I just pointed at Deca instead. Gonna give it 1 feed here. Nice. Pretty good fight. Now we're against Woke Bird. Time Eater would have been preferred. But it's just impossible for me to face Time Eater against Ironclad. Like, the last 4 runs I think I've had are all never Time Eater. Not complaining, of course, but it's just strange because I know that so many people hate that fight, so they might think I'm like getting really lucky or something. How does this deck beat Time Eater is like an actual archetype of question. Demon Form's really good here. Demon Form Limit Break. I don't have that many powers, so it's not going to do too much damage to me. And I get to, I think I Exhume Feed here. Feed on one of the birds, Exhume, feed on the other bird. Pretty good. Delicious. Tastes like chicken. Take 18. I decide Impervious might be better later. A bit questionable. Can't lie to you. And Incense Burner on the turn I'm killing. Just good player things. Could have, you know, planned a bit better, I suppose. And it's dead next turn, so I took 18 for no reason. That's true. Or is it the case that I would have taken the same damage this turn if I played earlier? I did just play Impervious that turn. So I'm thinking about Incense Burner now. I would love it on 4 going into the Act 4 Elite. But I don't think it's wise to try to do that. Against our friend the Woke Bird. We're in the final act, the ending. Impervious fine upgrade, yeah. But boy were those cards not looking good. Really, really good shop. Wish I had more gold. So in hindsight, what did I take at the last store? Abacus. There's some other stuff. Can't remember. I finally removed Clash. And I have to choose between another Limit Break, Anchor, or a Medkit. I take a Medkit. And a Dupe Pot. Dupe Pot for my Demon Form. Against the Heart. This fight is definitely not trivial, so I think I thought a little bit here. Let's see what happens. I play the Whirlwind for 0 to get another Rage proc. I have Medkit now. Play Impervious. I could Exhume Impervious. Yeah, genuinely, like, Impervious was the MVP of this run. It's true. Limit Break. Sundial is cooking. Pervious is also cooking. There is Feed. Not quite there, it looks like. Or am I? Nope. So sad, so sad. Limit Break again. They can finally kill this one and then wait for Feed. Yeah, I would love to have Incense Burner on 4, but 3 is also fine against the heart. Just, it's like, it's 50-50 whether the heart does the big attack that you would like to have it block or the small attack. And just better to have it like one turn sooner. So when the next cycle comes around, then you're also more quickly tanking another hit. Yeah, draw Demon Form turn 1, that's great. Could have played Defend first, but I actually ended up using all that block anyway, so it didn't matter. And 67'd. But we draw Impervious and it causes 0, and we have Exhume as well. And then for the multi-hit turn, we have Tungsten Rod, so taking 0. I took Corruption, just in case I wanted to play faster, but I didn't want to play it right away because I actually do want to use my skills to block sometimes. And the heart's hitting for 3x15 now, so I'll take 30 at max from that for the Tungsten Rod. Play the Wound, didn't for some reason. I forgore. Mistake. And it's dead or what? Yeah. Goodbye, the heart. Oh no. Didn't look at the damage. It was the bronze scales, right? I got it that low. And we fed on the heart. And 33 minutes. One of my fastest runs ever. Just kind of clicking cards. Very strange run, very weird. And yeah, hard to even like commentate that one. And I look at this Snecko Eye. 131 0 cost. And then everything else is 100-ish or lower. That was crazy. So, huge outlier there on zeros. Which is exactly what you would want as Snecko. Which is crazy. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And as always, have a beautiful day.